Theory of constraint. 100,000 pesos sellers versus 10 million pesos na sellers. Sa video na ito, pag-uusapan natin ang theory of constraint. Ito yung paliwanag na ginawa ko kung bakit tuwing every time na may magandang nangyayari sa e-commerce natin, parang bigla siyang humihina. Biglang pumapangit yung benta, biglang nawawala yung algo sa store. Tuwing nagkakaroon ng good momentum yung store, biglang may sumasabay. Kaya nasa stock ang mga sellers. By the way, I'm Richmond Tan, founder of Ecom Accelerator. We've built multiple 8-figure e-commerce store and have generated over hundreds of millions every month. I've seen this kind of sellers so many times. Kaya maniwala ka sa akin kasi what I'm telling you are from first-hand experience and from talking to sellers. Mula sa mga 100,000 hanggang sa mga nakaka 10 million monthly. At ang na-identify ko na reason on why most sellers stay stuck ay dahil hindi nila na-identify ang problem sa store nila. Sa video na to, tutulungan kitang ma-identify ang mga constraint on each level and kung paano mo ma-overcome yan. Bibigyan ko ng mga proven strategies and frameworks na pwede niyong i-apply sa business ninyo today. And kapag gagawin mo ang mga sasabihin ko, makikita mo kung ano ba talaga ang difference ng mga malalaking sellers at maliliit na sellers. Now, kung handa ka ng palaguin ng store mo at i-level up ang mga efforts mo mula sa ads, affiliate, at everything, this is the video for you. Here's the reality. Every e-commerce store will grow. Paakyat yan ng paakyat hanggang may lumabas na constraint. Yung point na kahit ano nang gawin mo, hindi talaga siya lumalago. Orders, traffic, ad spend, lahat parang nasa stock na. This is a common stage na na-encounter ng lahat ng sellers, malaki man or maliit. And the difference is, kapag hindi mo to na-identify at nagawan ng solution, yung sales mo, hindi lang yan magiging stagnant. Instead, bababa pa yan and that will be the first step sa pag-fail ng e-commerce store mo. Kasi imaginein mo, yung ad spend mo, tumataas ng tumataas, pero yung sales mo, bumababa ng bumababa. Sobrang maaapektuhan ang profitability mo and sobrang mafa-frustrated ka as a seller. Tapos dagdagan mo pa ng sobrang daming effort na hindi gumagana. Lahat ng techniques na ginagawa mo, walang resulta. Sobrang frustrating. Kaya I will help you overcome this constraint. Kasi this is the reality. Common constraint, it's everywhere. Maybe new seller ka, yung product mo, hindi talaga siya nagsisell. That is a product market fit issue. Or baka naman nakakaabot ka na ng hundreds of thousands of sales every single month. Pero yung growth, biglang humina. That is usually a marketing or operation ceiling. Sometimes naman, mataas naman ang traffic mo, mataas ang benta mo, pero yung margins at profit mo, sobrang liit. And that is usually a numbers constraint. The goal is actually quite simple. To identify kung saang level ka nababara or nasa stuck and to create solutions for it. Kasi I promise you, kahit anong ads budget pa yan or anong gastos mo pa yan, kung mali ang pag-identify mo ng problem, hindi masosolve ang underlying issues. Instead, ang mangyayari, mauubos na yung resources mo at ma-frustrate ka pa. Kaya recognizing the bottleneck is the first step para maging profitable, predictable, sustainable, at scalable ang business mo. The part where I see most sellers stuck is between 100,000 to 1 million. And alam mo ba kung ano ang problema? It's because sila ang gumagawa ng lahat. Wala silang team, wala silang structure, wala silang sistema. Kaya mula sa ad campaign, content, pagre-reply, pagsasource ng product, profitability, sila lahat gumagawa. Lahat ng small tasks, sila ang nagmamanage. And lahat ng mga bagay na minimension ko, those are the things that are slowing them down and are preventing them to reaching millions in sale. Pero here's the truth and the mindset change. Hindi porket ikaw ang gumagawa ng lahat, it means that your store is growing. Actually, that is the biggest reason on why your store is not growing. I've talked to so many sellers na nakaka-million ang sales. Alam mo ba kung ano yung sinasabi nila? On the biggest reason kung bakit sila nakapag-scale, it's because nagkaroon sila ng team na nakakasuporta sa kanila and they're able to get back their time to focus on the big things, the big strategies na nagpapagrow talaga ng store mo instead of focusing on tasks that are repetitive and walang resulta. Dahil sa sobrang busy ng mga sellers and owners, nawawalan sila ng focus and time to identify the real bottleneck ng store nila, yung constraint na nag-hold back sa kanila. Now, I want to give you the framework na ginagamit ko para mas mabilis ma-identify ang problema sa store. And that is called the e-commerce equation. Binubuo ito ng tatlong bagay. Number 1, page views or traffic. Ito yung gaano karaming pumapasok na tao sa store mo. Number 2, conversion rate. Sa lahat ng pumasok sa store mo, ilang percent ang bumili. And number 3, AOV or average order value. Ito yung nagsasabi na out of everyone who buy, magkano on average ang binibili nila. So bakit nga ba importante na malaman mo to? Kasi kapag hindi na nag-grow ang store mo, it's usually because of one of the 3 metrics that I mentioned to you. Kaya kung seryoso ka talaga maging isang e-com seller, sobrang importante na alam mo to. Now, hindi ko na i-explain ng sobra-sobrang e-commerce equation sa video na to kasi sobrang haba nun and sobrang daming strategies, sobrang daming technique. So if you want to know more, I'll leave a link sa comment section and be sure to check that out. I promise you, kapag pinanood mo yung video na yon, it will 10x your sales sa store mo ngayon. Kasi the only way that you can truly scale and break the sales barrier of your store is by identifying the problem and by addressing it. Now, let me be honest with you. Lahat ng sellers, iba-iba ang constraint nila. And kailangan mong maintindihan ito if you want to grow. Kasi, think about it. Kung ito yung problema mo, tapos iba ang solution na ginagawa mo, hindi ma-address ang problema, hindi siya masosolve, and mananatili yan holding your store back. Now, let's go into specifics. Kung bagong seller ka pa lang na halos walang benta, alam mo kung ano yung constraint mo? It's usually traffic or page views na na-mention ko kanina. Not enough people are seeing your store, kaya not enough people are buying from you. Kaya kahit gaano pa kaganda ang product mo, kahit gaano pa kamura ang item mo, wala pa ring bumibili. Kasi walang algo, walang traffic, walang resulta. So if you want to get to the next level as a new seller, the first constraint na kailangan mong gawan ng solution is page views. And usually, 2 of the best strategies to do this are ads and affiliate. Now, if you want to know more about ads and affiliate, meron rin akong mga videos sa channel ko. So be sure to check those out as well. Now, pag-usapan naman natin kung nalagpasan mo na ang constraint na yan. Ang next na constraint na usually ma-encounter ng mga sellers, nasa conversion or conversion rate. Sobrang daming nakakita ng items nila, pero sobrang konti lang bumibili. And at the end of the day, that is an offer problem. So kung gusto mong malagpasan ang stage na to, kailangan mong i-optimize ang mga listing mo, gumawa ng mga magagandang offers, gumawa ng content, live selling, at marami pang iba. And this is where I see so many sellers make the mistake of using ads. Iniisip nila na more traffic, more page views, solves the problem of their store. Pero in reality, it was a conversion problem and wala silang ginawa. Kaya ang resulta, nasunog na, walang progress, at nag-stagnant ang store. Now, sabihin naman natin na nalagpasan mo na ang page views constraint at conversion constraint. Dito, papasok ang scaling and systems constraint. Dito na pumapasok yung mga malalaking problema. Yung ads management, kung saan parang hindi na profitable ang setup mo. Yung fulfillment capacity, hindi mo na fulfill ang mga orders na pumapasok. Kaya sayang ang effort at ang gastos mo. Or baka naman cash flow problem, kung saan lagi kang nauubusan ng stock, ng inventory, at nasasayang ang effort mo. Dito na pumapasok ang hiring and building a team. Kasi, once you're able to reach this level, hindi na pwede na ikaw pa ang gagawa sa lahat. You need to have good and capable leaders na sila na ang magte-take charge. And that right there was an aha moment. Kasi even myself, nung nagsisimula ako dati, nakakaabot ako ng 2 million sales. Pero ako ang gumagawa ng lahat. And sales stagnated. Kahit anong gawin ko, hindi ako makagrow. And doon ko na-realize, if I want to continue scaling my e-commerce, kailangan ko ng team. And you are not an exception. If you want to reach 5 million, 10 million, or even 20 million, kailangan mo ng team. Kasi here is the brutal truth. Kapag sobrang laki na ng store mo, you yourself becomes the bottleneck of your store. Kapag umabot ka na sa constraint na to, it means you have to level up. You need to build more skills, hire capable people that will help you manage operations, marketing, and growth. Kaya kailangan mong gumawa ng accountability and KPIs para masigurado na hindi ikaw ang humahadlang sa store mo. Sa bawat level, iba-iba ang constraint. At kung ma-identify at maayos mo to agad, saka mo mararamdaman ang malaking jump sa store mo. Problems are normal. Platform fees, tumataas yan. Mga suppliers mo, nagkakaproblema yan. And yung demand ng product mo, eventually, mawawala rin yan. That is the reality of running an e-commerce business. But here is the difference between sellers who stay stuck and those who are able to scale effortlessly. The faster that you stop complaining and start solving, faster you grow. Every constraint na ma-identify mo and magagawan mo ng solution will help your business grow profitably. Remember, it's not about working harder. It's about solving problems at the right level. Anyways, that's all for today's video. If nagustuhan mo tong video na to and may constraint ang business mo na hindi mo masolve, comment constraint and my team will reach out to you para matulungan ka naming masolve yan. All for free. Be sure to like and subscribe din ang channel ko kasi sobrang dami ko pang ganitong video na nakahanda for you. And as always, keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video.